fund managers and investment professionals could soon get a tax exemption on some of the investment profits they earn. The goal is to attract top fund managers and investment talent and strengthen Singapore's competitiveness as a global asset management hub. Beatrice Yap looks at how Singapore plans to stay ahead as international competition intensifies.
Close to 25,000 people work in Singapore's asset management industry, of which 8 in 10 are locals. The government wants to grow the sector further to create more good jobs and opportunities. Part of the plan is a new investment management track under the One Pass scheme, aimed at attracting top global leaders and senior investment professionals.
This smaller number of top-tier talent from overseas, they help to create a magnified impact on our economic growth, on job opportunities, on creating more good jobs for our people. Bring in this group of industry professionals, anchor them here in Singapore, work with them to grow their business here in Singapore, and through that process, further grow our asset management industry and create even more jobs for our people.
MAS says asset management has become a major growth engine for Singapore's financial sector, making up around 15% of the sector's output and 13% of its jobs. Over the past 5 years, the industry expanded by an average of 7.5% a year to almost $7 trillion. To build on that momentum is the new tax exemption. It applies to certain profit-related returns earned from managing qualifying funds, including a share of investment profits when managers deliver strong returns. It doesn't apply to ordinary salaries or bonuses. More details will be announced at next year's budget. The central bank is also launching a program to invest with hedge fund managers that establish or deepen their presence here. MAS will share more details at a later date. The measures come as financial centres compete for the same pool of capital and talent. And when asked if the moves are in response to competition from Hong Kong, Mr. Chi said Singapore does not see that competition as zero-sum.
We believe that the region is big enough. There's enough scope for both cities to grow as financial centres. We do need to take a look at what is happening in the global landscape in reviewing and adjusting our own policies. We don't think that the competitiveness is anchored only on one factor, say tax, for example, but that is part of the overall consideration.
Mr. Chi says growing the industry should ultimately translate into more good jobs, better prospects and higher pay for Singaporeans.
Industry watchers say the measures send a clear signal that Singapore is not standing still as competition for fund managers and capital heats up.
What Singapore is trying to do is to improve our overall business proposition and business competitiveness. Again, the approach is really trying to be deliberate in terms of timing, because Hong Kong has obviously introduced quite a lot of changes. And the message that we want to send to managers who are sort of deliberating between Hong Kong and Singapore is that this is another competitive choice for your consideration.